Let's talk about Wilson though. Wilson, my man. Wilson. You know when I said that all the girlies were like beautiful and had the greatest outfit, the men didn't? That really solidified when I saw... I'm sorry, Wilson. I'm sorry, buddy. Like, I want to say it was kind of chilly. It was a bit chilly. I think like 26 Celsius. It was like under 30 when he visited, right? And he had a t-shirt on. He had a nice t-shirt on. Like, it was just the most random t-shirt. He was just literally wearing pants and a t-shirt. And I'm like, hey, Wilson. It was just a dude. But I will say he was just a dude, but he also exuded main character energy. He did. He really did. Something about him, I knew it. He had like this aura of a main character, right? So I walked up to him and I was like, oh my God, this man, he's just wearing a t-shirt, but that's all he needed. Because if he wore anything else, he would be too powerful right there. He would be too powerful. Anna and Millie are beautiful. I think a better way to say it. Anna's beautiful. Anna's also kind of sexy. Actually, no, that's probably weird for me to say. Maybe not. No, she's not sexy. She's an aunt. But she's very, very beautiful. Millie's very adorable. Like, dude, Millie is the cutest person I've ever seen in my life. We're actually playing this card game where we're making like sounds or something, or like we're acting things out. And then Millie always got these cards having to act out. And then Millie was like, then I was like, oh my God, that's adorable. That's crazy. Honestly, Millie and Enna is such a combo. Like when they're together, they very much feel unstoppable. They're like an unstoppable force of judgment. No. They're very kind to me. And I could say this, I'm gonna say this again and again. They were all so kind to me and Aya and Wilson as well, to everyone who visited. But I'm just gonna talk about myself because they're super kind to me. First time in Canada, and Lee opened her doors to our apartments, basically, you know, be like, hey, you know, yeah, come in, yeah, sit down, yeah, you want some snacks and stuff. And they were just, and everything but kind. As expected of my Oshi wave, unironically, they were so kind to me. They're always making sure, like, if I was okay, you know, like, oh, Vera, are you okay? You make sure that, you know, are you too tired? You want to go get some rest? Oh, Vera, are you hungry? Vera, are you sure, you know, this is what you want to eat? It was honestly kind of like two aunties, now I think about it. I basically visited my aunts. Now that I think about it, yeah, pretty much. I was waiting in the airport for good old Aya, and it was actually my first time seeing her. It was my first time ever seeing her in person. When she came out, she was on all fours. When that gate opened, there was a creature crawling on the wall, running around. She was like approaching me. She was like looking around for an Asian in Canada. I was like, I smell Asian. And then she just... thought she was an angel. She's a biblically accurate angel, essentially. She smelled my fear. She found me, and I tried to look away because she was on all fours. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know this person. I don't know you. I don't know you. I can't talk about appearances, but basically she was wearing like a hoodie, very cute hoodie actually. And I was like, honestly, the very first thing I thought of as soon as I saw her, it wasn't even like her general appearance. I was like, oh yeah, where's her pants? Where's her pants, Aya? What the heck? Because I think she was like wearing like one of those overfits, but like the legs were showing. And I was like, I don't see her pants, Aya. Yeah, she was fun. I mean, I'm a very quiet person. I'm a shy person. It's hard to open me up. Yeah, I'm a walnut, hard to open me up. But once you crack me open, I'm very tasty. Why am I looking there? It was bare legs. It was female bare legs. How can I not look? As the straight man representative of nijisanjien, how am I supposed to look away from bare legs? Huh? It was an exciting moment for me. Blessed my eyes, exactly. I thought men are your thing. Men could be super freaking hot too, I'm not gonna lie. Men can be hot. So I'm a very shy guy, but Aya was very talkative. If you're a shy person, Aya is a great person to hang out with, is all I'm gonna say. Like, it's seriously like, I was also tired from the plane ride, obviously, but I was very quiet. I was like, oh, hey, where are your pants? Oh, you need to go to the restroom. All right, let's go get a cab. That was me for like the first hour. But then the entire time she was yapping. She was just yapping. She was endlessly yapping. It was actually insane how much she yapped. She was just like, oh yeah, you know, like I do blah blah bing, you know, oh yeah, I have like, you know, I meet these other people bada bing, you know, like I spread the girlies to the everyone bada bing, like look at my nails bada bing, I'm like, oh my God, like yeah, I did my makeup on the plane bada bing, I'm like, oh my God. Speaking of, Aya's makeup is on point. This is all I'm gonna say and then I'll stop. I guess if I were to categorize her, I think she's a very hot person. I would objectively categorize her as the hot person. And like in no way is that like me being like, you know, like, oh my God, I makeup. No, that's not like that. I just genuinely feel like Aya's just a hot person. I'm not simping. Wilson's an affectionate person. He's the kind of person I want to be, right? He yaps, he's fun to be with, he jokes around, but he's somehow so respectful. Why do I keep going silent? Because he's such an like, I don't think I've ever met a person like him. He's funny, he's fun to be with, he yaps, he says the things he wants to say, right? He pokes fun at people, but he's yet so respectful. He's always saying, thank you so much, Vera, like, thank you so much, Billy, you know, you're the MVP, no, like, that's so good of you. And at the same time, talking about, like, you know, the funniest stuff. He's such a man. He's a really cool guy. Like, he's the kind of guy I would totally be okay with letting my kid date, if that makes sense. What was my fit check? I mean, I was the sexiest man out there. I was sexier than Enna. I was sexier than Aya. I was sexier than Millie. I was the sexiest man. They're all gonna agree, obviously, so no biggie, you know? We went to the escape room. Escape room was fun. I think it was Millie's idea. Millie basically planned out the entire trip. It was a really cool escape room. We actually had an actor there as well. He was acting out this like being like possessed or something. It was a scary room. It was super, super scary. It was kind of funny because I remember, I think when we first began, I was like, don't worry, Bear, I'll protect you. And then we got in and the lights went out and he was like, Bear, protect me. Bear, go in front of me, Bear. I'm like, I'm scared too. I am, please, I'm terrified too. How much did you scream? I didn't scream. Come on, guys. I'm a manly man. I'm the manliest man, right? The two scaredy cats, pretty much. Like, I was hiding behind me and I was like, don't worry. The theme of the room was basically there was a possessed man and we needed to do like a seance, essentially, basically a ritual around him and kind of free him from his possession. And it was kind of funny because he was also, before he began the whole escape room, right, the guy came up to us and was like, all right, so to start off, I'll be acting in the room, but if you need any help, I give you unlimited amount of hints. And I was like, how's that gonna work, right? You're gonna be possessed, how are you gonna give us hints? And then I remember we're very much stuck in the very beginning, right? We're like standing there like for 10 minutes. We're like, oh, well, I don't know how to solve this puzzle. And from a distance, I heard the actor's voice. It was like I think it was 5-6 digit code. And then from a distance, we're like, you got the first two numbers right. I was like, oh, Jesus, is that you? And once he actually got into the room, you know, he was there and then he was all possessed. He was acting. He was terrifying. He was a great actor. And it's like, yeah, yes, it's possessed, you know, you need to help me find my toy and things like that. I was like, it was terrifying, right? And then we got stuck again. I was like, I don't know where to find this toy. I don't know what to do. We're looking around. And then he was in this chair. He gets up. He gets it from his chair. And then obviously during that time, everyone was like, oh my God. And then I was like, Bear. And then I'm like, oh my God, I am scared too. And then he walks up and then just stares at a painting. And obviously all of us were dumb shits, right? We're so freaking dumb. We're like, maybe he really likes the painting. And we just didn't give him any attention. But the actor was like, look at the painting. I'm like, oh, okay. And I was like, oh my God, look, there's something beneath the painting. Oh my God. Bro really just wanted us to finish. I think what happened was near the end, we actually got to most of it, thanks to his help, obviously. It was actually a really cute moment. But there was two rooms. There was one room, and then to go to the other room, it opened up. You had to crawl through a space, which is terrifying. And then obviously, I didn't want to go in first. And the last one left is always the most, like being alone one-on-one with the actor in that really kind of terrifying room. And I didn't want to be that guy, right? I didn't want to be the guy. So I stayed last. And then once everyone went through, I made sure to look at the actor so that, you know, make sure that he wasn't going to pounce on me. But he looks at me. He gives me a wink. He puts up his finger on his nose and was like, shh. And then I'm like, oh, okay. And then he goes through like this hidden back panel, goes to the other room, and then I just hear screams.